Good evening. My name is Kelly Smith, and I would like to welcome you to our Black History 100 year, Continuing the Legacy. Tonight, we're gathered not only to honor our remarkable achievements, resilience, and contributions of those who came before us, but to reflect on the responsibility we carry to advance our legacy. May this evening inspire meaningful dialogue, renew commitment, and action as we continue shaping our history together. Please enjoy the show, and thank you very much for coming.
Good evening. I am the Executive Director of Community Relations Board, Angela Shute Woodson. And on behalf and in the absence of Mayor Justin and Bibb, not only welcome, embrace the evening, embrace the rest of Black history. This is 100 years, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot to be proud of within this month and ongoing months, 365. And thank the children that are here that have been greeters to you today from CMSD, from our own Rickoff School, AJ Rickoff. So please, I'm gonna say this in the memory of Reverend Jesse Jackson. He would say, I am somebody, but I need you to say tonight, I am Black history. Come on, let's say it again. I am Black history. Always remember that. Thank you for coming.
Good evening. My name is Vinnie Palmer, and I am the Program Manager for Recording Arts and Technology and Film at Tri-C. And this is the Joe Clark Community Choir, made up of employees, staff members, and students at Cuyahoga Community College. And go ahead and give it. This is our kind of preview show. Next week, we will be singing at our annual event called Tri-C Sings. It is our Black History Month celebration, and it is a celebration of gospel music. Tonight, we celebrate one of the most iconic eras in gospel music, the 90s. Y'all ready? Y'all gonna sing with us? We're gonna need you to sing with us. Y'all gonna sing with us for real? All right, here we go.
say Chocolate City, Cleveland.
Right?
Hey. All right, so first of all, can we give it up one more time for the Joe Clark Community Choir? I mean, just when you think that Tri-C is busy enough, they decide to take us to church, you know, on a whim. So, wow, what a powerful reminder that Black history in this city is not behind us, it is alive. My name is Mordecai Cargill. I'm the co-founder of Third Space Action Lab right here in Cleveland, Ohio, where we focus on how stories shape neighborhoods, how policy shapes opportunity, and how communities shape history. So tonight's conversation about legacy, progress, and the future of Black Cleveland feels especially meaningful. Originally, this panel was designed to include 3 vantage points. Unfortunately, Director Tyson Mitchell was unable to join us this evening on stage, but we are so grateful for the ongoing work of the Office of Equal Opportunity and the City of Cleveland. We look forward to continuing that systems conversation in other spaces. But real quick, can we just give it up for Director Mitchell, the Office of Equal Opportunity, and the City of Cleveland, one time. All right, so tonight we are going to explore Cleveland's Black history through 2 powerful lenses. First, through the storyteller, who preserves memory, and the organizer, who mobilizes people. Because when memory and movement align, history doesn't just get remembered, it lives on. Thank you. All right, so first we have someone who didn't just witness Cleveland's history, he documented it. Mr. Richard Dick Peary spent decades covering this city from the era of Carl Stokes to the ongoing transformation of Cleveland schools, to the everyday brilliance of Black life. As the creator of the Black Scene column and a pillar in his own right in Cleveland's journalism history, he helped shape how our stories were told. Tonight, he joins us as the storyteller. Let's give it up for Mr. Richard Dick Peary. And next, we have someone who represents movement in a real way. Miss LaTanya Goldsby is a community organizer and co-founder and president of Black Lives Matter Cleveland. She's someone who turned profound loss into sustained action. For nearly a decade, she has pushed this city towards accountability, safety, and justice. And tonight she joins us as the organizer. And I have to take just a moment of personal privilege and say that Ms. LaTanya, you really inspired my first entry into activism. And I'm just so incredibly inspired by your continued leadership and your endurance. So please join me in celebrating Miss LaTanya Goldsby.
Thank you.
Right on. Okay, so 2 vantage points, 1 city, 100 years of celebrating Black history, and hopefully many, many more years if our democracy survives, and a shared responsibility for what comes next. But before we begin, quick show of hands. How many of you were born and raised in Cleveland? All right, hey, shout out to y'all. Give it up for yourselves.
All right.
Okay. All right, so how many of you chose Cleveland? Hey, give it up for y'all too. Either way, you are part of this history now. So let's begin with legacy. So my first question for both of you, when you hear Black History 100 in Cleveland, what's one image, place, or person that comes to mind, and why? So, Mr. Peary, we'll start with you.
Well, I think, now I've been in Cleveland only since 1956.
Oh, you're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, I hope I can be here that much longer. But by all means, the name Carl Stokes is the biggest thing in my experience in Cleveland, and the biggest thing that I know of to say from my knowledge of history of Cleveland even before I came. I have been a little bit frustrated because I don't think that everybody sees the election of Carl Stokes as mayor and what that spawned as important as I see it, but it had tremendous implications and results across the United States and even affected things across the world. And everything just about that has happened in terms of public policy and the development of politics among Black people can be traced back to Carl Stokes. That was, if you don't go through Carl Stokes, you don't understand anything that has happened since. So I think that is the one single thing I would talk about.
Right on. Shout out to Carl Stokes. My goodness. Yes. Ms. Goldsby, what about you?
Yeah, for me, when I hear Black History 100 in Cleveland, the image and place that I think of is the gazebo that used to be at Cudell Park. During protests after Tamir's murder, and the many nights our communities gathered there and grieved and organized and learned and loved on one another. That space represents historic and it's powerful, right? It's sacred. Black Clevelanders refusing to disappear. It was us coming together, and our history isn't just about the past, right? It's about who showed up when it mattered. The mothers that cried out for justice, the young folks who found their voices at that moment in time. I believe it was a missed opportunity because we missed the opportunity to preserve that portion of our Black history here in Cleveland.
Mr. Peary, I want to ask you kind of a follow-up question on that. Just when you think of legacy, first the legacy of activism, the legacy of leadership, one example, but when we were in our kind of prep call, does progress really mean, and what does this moment really feel like? You know, I feel like we could use some guidance from you on how to make sense of this moment.
Well, I think that what I witnessed happening after the election of Stokes was an opening up of opportunity to Black people. I think that the segregation, the discrimination overt in the city before the election of Stokes was so massive it might not be appreciated. We were making incremental progress, slow progress, but in terms of jobs, downtown, for instance, all of the buildings, office buildings, were filled with workers. There were almost no white-collar workers in downtown Cleveland. And with the media, which I became a part of, I know for a fact that there were very few Black people who had been hired by the so-called mainstream media in Cleveland. After the election of Stokes, they were desperate to bring in people who could write about or talk about or explain what was going on. Because in the isolation, the mainstream isolation that did not really pay much attention to the Black community, a whole revolution took place under them, and they had no way of knowing how to frame it. So I think that that's one of the things I witnessed take place. And then, of course, to carry on what I said were the implications were so great of the Stokes election. Not only did things open up where you could no longer get away with the kinds of racial discrimination and job discrimination that used to take place, but because of what happened in Cleveland, it became obvious to people from around the country like Jesse Jackson, who realized that the next step was to start running for president and normalize the idea of getting a black president. He came to Cleveland. Of course, he was very familiar with Cleveland. But when Jesse Jackson decided to run for president in 1984, he came and got veterans of the Stokes elections to run his campaign. Arnold Pinckney was the national campaign manager. John Bustamante was the legal counsel for Jesse Jackson's campaign, and other people joined it because of what had happened in Cleveland with the Stokes election. And it was because of Jackson running and normalizing the whole concept of a black president that we can say, because of what happened in Cleveland in 1967, Barack Obama was elected president of the United States in 2008.
Amen. Thank goodness. Oh, I miss Barack Obama. Oh my goodness. All right. So, Ms. Goldsby, I wanted to ask you about your, how you think about the legacy of activism and organizing here in Cleveland. Do you feel like you inherited a blueprint? Do you feel like somebody showed you the way? Or you had to basically create it from scratch? Just curious your reflections on, how you got into it and the infrastructure that you had to build.
We're definitely standing on the shoulders and the legacy of our ancestors, right? And so that needs to be acknowledged, because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here, right? And so that legacy is, it's important. We have to know about where we come from. My grandmother used to say, you never know where you're going unless you know where you come from, right? And so it's very important. I think for me, there was a foundation, right? But there was no blueprint, right? We didn't know what to do, but we knew we had to act, right? And the prefix of activism is act, right? Do something. And so that looked like us getting out here having conversations, talking with our neighbors, out here protesting, walking door to door, knocking on doors, right? That's how we felt like we needed to act, to be our own voice and not let the media carry the narrative that was being put out there,
So before we move forward to progress a little bit, you're about to celebrate an important milestone, right?
Yeah, we are. It's BLM Cleveland's 10-year anniversary. We've been organizing in Cleveland for 10 years.
Let's give it up for that. Yeah, 10 years.
Yeah. Yes, and it hasn't been easy, right? And so we wanted to do, instead of the traditional anniversary style celebration, we wanted to take it back to the streets and do a public memory project. And so that's what we're doing. We're going to be reaching out to the communities and getting those stories, those narratives of how folks got active in their communities.
So, okay, that's exactly where I wanted to go, actually. So, from your perspective, what does progress look like from the street level?
From the street level, I think progress in Cleveland is something that can be felt, right? It can be felt in everyday life. Like, our citizens can feel what this progress looks like. Progress is not a press release, right? It's when mothers feel safe letting their children walk to school. It's when young folks in our community are not targeted and surveilled, right? That's progress. Progress is reallocating resources into our communities. That's progress. I think one concrete example is community pressure. The community coming together to advocate for accountability, which is what led to us passing issue 24. And the structural changes that we now see in civilian oversight. It wasn't easy, but it showed that organized people can change systems.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Peary, I'm going to ask you the same question. What does progress look like in your perspective?
Well, the progress that I think I've witnessed is kind of complicated. On one hand, as the professional class of Black people, well, many Black college graduates and professionals were working in the post office as clerks or working in factories and so on because they couldn't get jobs. And then I saw the progress where they finally were getting jobs on their skill level, they're equal to their training. This was not a given back when I came to Cleveland. But on the other hand, what I have seen is a separation in the community where we have those with the most advantages and the professional class no longer living among and sending their children to school with the people who still need to advance, still need to get help. And so we have unprecedented progress for those who are fortunate enough to make it through the door. But I think that we have a very bad situation for those who haven't made it, and we're not spending enough time bringing back the kind of unity that we had before that made any progress possible.
Yes.
So I think, and if I can just go on a bit.
Keep going, please.
I think that while I saw great progress, because every day I came here in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, we knew things were going to be better. There was always a new first, always a new breakthrough. Now we are seeing all of those things being dismantled. And unless we come back together as an entire, really confront what is coming toward us, I don't think we're going to be able to retain any of the progress that we made before. We have to learn how to get back together.
Yes, right on. Yes. You know, I just realized, Latanya, I didn't ask you the question about what this moment feels like. As we think about 2026, I mean, certainly we're going to keep the celebration of Black history going, but there's a lot of reasons to be less than hopeful about the future. So I just wanted to ask you, like, how does this moment feel to you?
For me, it's disappointing. Like, you know, we hear about the erasure that's happening as far as our Black history is concerned. We look at the removal of DEI and the textbooks that are being taken out of our school systems. And you know, it's the erasure for me that needs to be addressed. And so this moment in time for me is like Mr. Peary said, we have to find a way back to one another. The only way that we are going to really sustain or even address some of the things that we're seeing right now is between unity. There has to be unity. In this moment in time, it's frightening, right? It's frightening.
Well, I'm gonna turn to the audience for a second. If you believe, despite all the evidence, in spite of the evidence, if you believe that Cleveland's best days are ahead of us, make some noise.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good, because the future doesn't happen on accident. It happens because of action. So we gotta believe, but we also gotta work, and we gotta make it happen. So if we are to look into a crystal ball, if we're supposed to look into the future, 20 years from now, what do y'all hope they would say we did right in this moment? If we were to look ahead 20 years from now, what do you hope people would say we did right in this moment?
I would love if they could say that Cleveland is a place where those who were able to turn back to the community, turn back to the schools, or turn back to our young people, and recreated the kinds of hopes and dreams and reality that previous generations had been able to build, but we're now losing. I just hope we get back to that, and I think it can be done, and I believe it will be done.
Yes, right on. LaTanya?
For me, I hope they look back and say that, Cleveland folks just didn't sit on the sidelines, right? We got out in the streets, we got active, and we started to move policy and legislation to benefit our communities, right? And so 20 years from now, I want them to say that we didn't just protest, we built ecosystems, right? We sustained this work.
Yes, beautiful. All right, so we're coming on home. This is our lightning round. So LaTanya, I'm gonna let you go first, if that's okay. One belief we must carry forward, and one action this audience can take in the next 30 days.
One belief we carry forward. Our lives matter, right?
Yes.
Our lives matter.
Yes, yes.
And to join an organization, organizations that out here is fighting for social justice. Join an organization, we need volunteers, we need funding, we need resources. Like, join an organization that's out here, boots on the ground, doing work. Grassroots organizations need help.
Yes, amen. Thank you. Mr. Peary?
Well, I think that we can look forward to a much better Cleveland and a much better country if we make up our mind to do it. Our future is in our hands. And I think that means recognizing not just the achievements of those who get rich, but we also have to recognize our responsibility to those who haven't. As long as there are families that are homeless, as long as there are children who are leaving school without being educated, and as long as we are living without the health care that we need, we have a job to do. I think our recognition that we have that job to do is what is going to save us.
Right on. Amazing. Amen. All right. So tonight we heard from memory and from movement, from someone who documented Cleveland's distinctly Black history, but so much more, and someone who is actively reshaping it. Black history isn't just what we record, it's what we organize toward, it's what we insist upon, it's what we build. And history isn't only what happened, it's what we choose next. So I want to say thank you both of you for your leadership, for your legacy, and for being in a conversation with me. So can we give it up for Mr. Dick Peary and Miss LaTanya Goldsby? All right, so before we close, I want to take a moment to recognize the leadership in the room. I know, I think it's kind of dark up here, so I'm not 100% sure, but I think we've been joined by some elected officials who continue to serve the city and shape its future. So thank you. Thank you for your commitment to Cleveland. To the leadership and the staff of the city of Cleveland, especially those who work every day to translate policy and opportunity, and those of you who keep our city running, who keep our streets plowed, pick up the trash, who welcome us into City Hall. We see you and we appreciate you. Yeah. To the event producers and organizers and volunteers who brought Black History 100 to life, from planning to programming to the performance. I gotta give a special shout out to Fairfax Renaissance Development and my main man, Jesse Dismukes. Thank you for your labor, your coordination, and your care. And also to every person in this room, residents, advocates, business owners, students, elders, thank you for being part of Cleveland's ongoing story. So let's continue the legacy together. But before I leave, I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, oh neighbor, Black is beautiful, baby.
Black is beautiful. Yeah.
All right, good night, Chocolate City, Cleveland, and keep the faith, baby.
My name is Royal Eddie, and I work in the City of Cleveland's Mayor's Office of Equal Opportunity. I'm also a proud, clap it up. I'm also a proud member of our Black History Month Committee. And tonight we continue the legacy by celebrating powerful voices that shape culture and community. It is my honor to introduce one of Cleveland's own. Chris Webb is a globally recognized spoken word artist, Emmy-winning journalist, and filmmaker whose work has impacted audiences across the country and around the world. From touring internationally with Poets in Autumn in over 50 cities, to earning a 2021 Emmy for documenting powerful stories from Cleveland's marginalized and emerging communities at WKYC Channel 3, Chris has consistently used his voice to elevate truth. His films and creative work have been featured on MTV, BET, and through the Tribeca Film Institute. As a director, he's produced work for the White House, the Essence Festival, and the National Civil Rights Museum, earning Telly, Webby, and Promax recognition. A proud graduate of the Cleveland School of the Arts, with training in Scotland and a degree from the California Institute of the Arts, Chris represents homegrown excellence with global impact. And most recently, his one-person show, The End of Black Excellence, premiered to sold-out audiences right here at Cleveland Public Theater. Cleveland, please join me in welcoming the incredible Chris Webb.
Test. I don't know who you are, or how you got so loud inside my head, or why you hate on me so much it keeps me up while I'm in bed, or where you come from that makes you think you know everything about me, or your name, or face, or age, but I'ma need you not to doubt me. I don't know why you so loud, but I'm gonna work to get you quiet, calm you down, cause where I'm headed next, you gonna need to be silent. I don't know what got you violent, but I'll get violent right back, because my whole entire life, I've lived it under your attack. Over my shoulders, in my test scores, my job and my GPA, telling me don't reach too far cause nothing good gonna come my way. You don't want me to make a choice. You'd rather have me on the fence. So I'll just call you by your name. This poem's for low self-confidence. The thing that makes me stop and quit right before I reach what I want. The lie that makes me sit back when my passion should have me up front. The fear that rains on my hope till I drown under my lack of bravery. And the constant feeling like God was sleepwalking when he made me. See, low confidence wants us to take part in our own destruction. Fear of failure's a weight that won't give you courage to do nothing. Negative self-talk will tell you that you'll sink if you set sail. But here's the quiet part out loud. In no world are we doomed to fail. This poem's for low self-confidence. Your meanest friend, my biggest doubter. I can't trust its voice no more. When I can choose to trust my father, I'll trust my friends and support, the folks who really got my back. I'll trust my family, passion, future, people, drive, and good feedback. I'll trust this heart that breathed and lived the fact I got something to say. Destiny's right here. It would be crazy to stack lies in the way. Everything I could ever reach is on the other end of fear. So if good confidence ain't come in yet, I'm just gonna do it scared. I don't got time. I owe it to my soul to at least take my turn. We can't go through this whole life terrified to push forward and learn. Convince yourself God made a masterpiece till it roots like a plant. You never know what you can do till you do what you feel you can't. With everything that you survive to be inside this place with me, there is no reason you should hide the beauty of your face to see. Stand up, speak out, take chances, free your mind, and break through the facade, because the only ones you need to prove things to are you and God. Man, what's up, y'all? Man. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Man, that's my first time doing that piece, and I didn't. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. What's crazy is like, I didn't expect to get as angry as I just got while doing that. And like, there's a good reason why. The reason why is because like, I think about like, I think about all of the beauty in this room right now. I'm looking out and I'm seeing a couple people that I know. I think of the gifts that are implanted in this room. I think of, the breakthroughs that could happen. And I think of how crazy it is that something as small as low self-confidence or thinking that you can't could block you from doing something so magnificent. And that makes me very, very angry, Think about the artistic things that could have happened, the medical breakthroughs, the social movements that could happen right now if we could just get past that little block. And I think that that's another reason why I love Black History Month so much, because it's the time that we celebrate people who face that block, not only internally, but externally too. They face not only the, can I do it? Can I make a change? But there were literal laws in place. There were the things set up to block us as Black people. And lo and behold, the story of overcoming just keeps on ringing so true in Black History Month. And this piece, this night is actually called Continuing the Legacy. And that's actually what I want to do in my little bit of time that I got with y'all right now. I want to talk about how we in Cleveland right now can continue that legacy. So let's get to it. Let me turn all my volume up on here and let's hope that we can make something magical happen. A little higher. Despite the struggles that we go through, we must strive to reach our goal. And even though some things are incomplete, we'll fight to make it whole. Hey, all we need is inspiration and a vision, and we'll do it. All we need is strength to face the block in front of us and move it. We can break stereotypes, but we need your cooperation. Give our children better lives, but we need your participation. Dedication is key to move our negatives away, because our future is molded by the actions that we make today. A brighter day, a better way is what I pray will come to stay. And I can't wait to prove the opposite of what the world portrays, because we might be facing troubles currently, but when it's later, all the battles that we go through will be memories we'll savor. All the hardships we endured and all the things that have us stressing, all the troubles that we face are gonna give way to our blessings, and your children and my children will look back at us and smile with the knowledge that this event and these poems are all worthwhile. So please look forward to the future. Please don't fret on what we're going through, because when we survive this, then that future will be owing you. So don't give up. And if you did already, find the power. Try to be the person in the future that your kids will honor. And I'm not trying to tell you to be ignorant to problems. I just mean don't feel defeated and give in, but try to solve them. Crime and pain in schools with strain and weather, rain and city shame. God, please eliminate these negatives away from Cleveland's name. In history, we worked and faced the facts until we found the way. So as you sit and listen to all of these poems I have to say, I hope we find the minds of leaders so that we can take some action. From Stephanie Tubbs Jones to Mayor Bibbs to Jesse Jackson. Folks, I hope we find the minds of Malcolm X and Dr. King. I hope we find the soul of Sidney Poitier to live our dreams. I hope we find the heart of Oprah Winfrey, lending help to others. Cleveland people, we can do it. Brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, all we need is wisdom from our past mistakes to be our tutor. And then you can take my hand and we will walk into the future. We can walk the road to success. We can ride the road to fame. Instead of we shall overcome, we'll scream out, yes, we overcame. Woo! One thing when I think about continuing the legacy and the beautiful legacy that we have already, I think of the beauty of where we come from. And one thing that I am so proud to say is I'm proud to say that I'm from Cleveland. How many people are proud to be from Cleveland? Man, this is the place, man. This is it. And if I'm being completely honest with y'all, not only am I proud to be from Cleveland, I'm proud to be from the Glenville neighborhood too. Yo, I just want to rep my neighborhood as well. because there's something beautiful in, like, you know, having a tie to the space that that you were raised in. And like my mom spent nearly all 70 years of her life in the Glenville neighborhood. She was raised in like one street, and then literally got married and moved like around the corner, and then that's where I was raised. And she's seen so much of our city, so much of our neighborhood, and like so many great things that like kind of happened. So I wrote a love letter to the Glenville neighborhood that I'm gonna read to you next, but I wanted somebody who knows it more than me to actually kick it off. So if we could get the volume up, this is actually gonna be kind of keyed up by my mama. So here we go.
So you were born in 1955. In August of that year, Emmett Till was murdered, and in December of that year, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus. Mm-hmm. So I feel like revolution was in your bloodline.
Yes.
Can you describe what the Glenville neighborhood was like growing up in the 60s and 70s?
Okay, from what I can remember, people were, like at the time was the beginning of like, you know, the Black Revolution, where people were proud to be Black. We were rocking our afros and mini skirts and bell-bottom jeans and all of that. It really was a great place to grow up in. We had all kinds of stores and stuff right in our neighborhood that, you know, we really didn't have to go out, you know, outside of the neighborhood to get anything we wanted. The smells of people's collard greens as you were walking by, and the ribs that my dad would make, that he would always put beer in. When we first got married, we bought our own home right around the corner from where I grew up. It was just like stepping into a whole new world. You guys both developed and become the awesome kids and young adults that you are. I really had a blessed life.
Dear Glenville, I don't know how to begin this, because your story started long before my mother and long before me. By the time I came along, your streets were laid. Some of your buildings were celebrating 100 years, and you already changed populations 5 times over, but still, you wrapped your arms around me. I arrived in a time where you already held Black beauty for decades, so you knew what to do with our family. Our street smelled like summer cookouts and winter fireplaces, and the spring feeling of snow clearing and sun kissing the gray ground again. Glenville, do you even know the beauty of the people that you raised? How 93.1 FM turned many living rooms into dance floors, quiet storms that led to calming nights. My mother humming Luther, packing Avon orders while Dad came home from work. Yes, there are kids in Glenville with both parents. Families who thrived in redlining, ate good in food deserts, outlived life expectancy. See, people say a lot about you, Glenville, that my kid years saw you in flux. But to me, nothing beat riding bikes up and down St. Clair, cutting through yards that my parents told me not to, dodging potholes with friends to explore another store or side street that you had to show us. You were packed with so many secrets like Open Pit, Silverman's, Tops. Y'all remember Tops? The 10-5 McDonald's, the roll of the RTA's wheels against the concrete as the one bus took sleepy souls up and down your streets. To me, you were perfect. You raised my mother, so I knew that you would raise me. And you taught me to have edge, to tell jokes to survive, to give deep eye contact to strangers, but still have the wisdom to know I probably should look away now. Glenville, we should be honest too. You don't always raise your kids gently. You showed me the beauty of putting pen to paper at the bus stop, but you also taught me to hide emotion under a stone face while doing so. I learned that poets who go to Collinwood High are only called rappers, but the privilege of getting taller every school year showed me that roses really do grow from concrete. That block clubs and July cookouts can transform a street into a familiar carnival. That if me and my sister find a kitten under a tire and ask at the exact right time, we might be able to keep it for life. That you never know where cousins, best friends, church people, and family will end up when you're young. Some go on to change the world. And all of these people who shift the narrative everywhere go to show you, Glenville, that you create excellence. And every success does hurt too, because we know that it's 3 more who fell by the wayside who could have been right with them. Yes, Glenville, you are not easy. But life ain't easy either. I passed by your streets today and struggled to recognize parts of you. I saw your population change. Kids move to other neighborhoods. I wonder what their stories are when they speak of you. What's the future for our beautiful black babies? Our past, present, and future. Our love, loss, and joy. Yes, Glenville and your surrounding neighborhoods. Huff, Buckeye, Kinsman, Central, Union, Lee Harvard have lived long lives with many phases, endured change like nobody's business, and still stood wide open but under-resourced, full of love but fighting labels, rich in history and climbing to improve the future, joyous, authentic, solemn, significant, connected, far-reaching Glenville. Even now, with open pit being gone, Tops turned to Foreman Mills and Collinwood and Rite Aid, you're still teaching me that change is constant and you will always transform. And I'm transforming too. Still feeling like I'm between boyhood and the grown world, knowing that I've arrived at a life that the Ward 9 festivals, YMCA parties, and Glenville New Life Community Church picnics prepared me for. For all Glenville babies, I pray that your wings never break, your hopes reignite, and that you continue being an example of how Black could be so beautiful. I will always be proud to walk into any room being the best me that I could be. And I know that part of that is because of you, Glenville. In this upbringing, seeing my mama hustle, that's okay. And this upbringing, seeing my mama hustle and grind and trying to make it, and seeing my father being the best man that he could be. He worked at water pollution control for 20 years. It really just set me on a course in life that showed me how beautiful our Black beauty could be, how amazing our connections with God could be. And it put me on this thing, and this next poem describes what that thing is. It's called The Chase. I hear you, Substantial. That's my homegirl. All right. I'm almost out of breath. I appreciate that. This sounds like Black church. But that was the poem. I'm almost out of breath. I love us, man. This Black History Month, come on, man. You better talk back to the screen like it's a Tyler Perry movie. No, but real talk, don't talk back, you'll throw me off. Okay, here we go. I'm almost out of breath. I'm running fast. I'm wobbling. I'm slipping. My lungs feel like paper bags. My feet are heavier. I'm tripping. It feels like the air's escaping me. The sidewalk hurts my feet. I want to take a break and rest. Instead, I cut across the street. I'm catching up. I'm getting angry now. He's beat me for a while, and hey, this ain't a race. It's life and death. I gotta catch him now. I'm screaming at him, but he doesn't turn around. Instead, he dips. I'm on his tail. He hits the corner, through a lop and hops the fence. And hey, I try to hop it too, but my shirt gets caught on the wire, so I yank it off. But he keeps rolling like his feet were tires, and I'm tired, but I gotta keep pursuing till I get him, cause I'll never know what satisfaction feels like till I hit him. Now it's like he's right in front of me. My fingers grazed his shoulder, but he shook it off and he sped up again. It's never over, never quit. I'll never stop. I'll never cease until I got him. I've been running over glass and grass, sidewalks and broken bottles, through a building, over bridges. My shirt's dripping like a faucet, and I think I might give up. I'm feeling sick. I'm getting nauseous. Now I'm jogging, and he's getting farther from me. I say, wait. Man, I've been chasing him through bus stops. If I stop, then I might faint. Man, I've been chasing him through street signs. If I stop, I have no purpose. Yo, he's mine. I chased him through my school, through theaters, and through churches. Yo, he's mine. Although sometimes I forget why I'm on this chase. But hey, he's mine. I gotta get him, though I've never seen his face. Hey, yo, he's mine. I'm about to catch up just to close the space between, because he's mine. I'm chasing him. My name is Chris. His name is Dream, and he's not much, but yo, he's mine. I'm chasing him from scene to scene, and yo, it's crazy, but I gotta go where he keeps leading me. I gotta chase him past the hood, past all the haters and imposters. My dream's what I gotta chase until I catch him at the Oscars. Gotta chase him till the doubters forget what they laughing for. I'll chase my dream because I know I'll catch him at the SAG Awards. I gotta chase this dude. I won't stop because there's a price on his head. No time to rest now. I can't take a break. Man, I'll sleep when I'm dead. So I stop jogging and start running. All the pain in me is severed. I'ma get him this time, Naya. I'm closer to him now than ever. And I just won't catch him for the fame or catch him for the fame. I'm gonna catch him for the passion. Wait. Somebody called my name. I turned around and saw some people chasing me, ready for action. It was two of them. I recognized them as doubt and distraction. If they catch me before I catch my dream, then they can slow me down. Distraction could lead me away, and doubt could make me turn around. So yo, I'm running from them, all the while I'm trying to keep my passion. If I catch my dream, then doubt will leave, and I could dodge distraction. Usually, determination dies, but now it's lasting longer. I'll put Gatorade in tears, so when I cry, I'm getting stronger. I put love inside my eyes, so if there's haters, I can't see them. Put tattoos of hopes inside my eyelids, so I'll sleep and read them. I put goals in my shoes, so when I look down, I'll see my purpose. Then I'll lift my head back up and realize that I'm never worthless, and I'll chase him like he was the last female that's on the planet. I already chased him through my hood, through Collinwood, through Havoc. Yo, I chased him through the ghetto, through the buildings that are torn up, and I won't forget my chase and all the lessons that I learned from. Hopefully, I'll catch him soon, and though the running sometimes painful, when I get him, maybe then I will realize he was an angel, and God sent him down for me to follow and do what I'm gonna do. But yo, I'm not alone. It's dreams to chase that's right in front of you, so chase him like I'm doing, and don't stop for nothing, never. Not a drink, a smoke, a girl, a fight, a snowstorm. Put together, keep on running. Never ever let him or her pass you by. And if you fail, and if I fail, then at least we can say we tried. But y'all, I'll die before I give up. And I'm never kidding, man. And I just had to let y'all know. Yeah, I thank y'all for listening. So now I'm running through this music hall. My head hurts, but I'm here. I'm chasing mines, but yours is running too. So hey, are you prepared? So, as we chase these dreams, and as like so many things happen around us, like how many people feel like they're in like a scene of a bad suspense or a horror movie when they turn on the news? It's just so much every single day. And like, to be honest, I do not think that humans were like made to like, just endure all of this constant barrage of just bad news, good news, crazy news, insane news. Is America gonna be here tomorrow? Like all of this wild stuff. And like, it really takes a toll on you, especially when you're trying to stay focused, stay grounded, and actually like be a good person, Like it's hard being in this space and seeing all of these different things. And like, I struggled for a minute. There was a poem that I wanted to write that I didn't get a chance to finish for this, but it's about like, just the way that like the cares and the struggles of this world could like take us over if we let it, and if we not rooted to God, rooted to our faith, rooted with our family and whatnot. And I went through that super, super bad, y'all. And in getting out of that, like one resolve that I have is like, I am going to try to chase joy. I'm going to try to chase peace. And it don't matter like who is around me, even if I am the last happy Black man on the earth. So this piece that I'm about to do is called The Last Happy Black Man. So here we go. Let me get a drink first, man. I be going hard. Sure. My friend said she was like, you don't know how much I worry about you. All right, here we go. Last happy Black man. Let me tell you the story about the last happy Black man. His cheeks, the color of casket wood that wrinkles like Black and Mild rappers when he smiles. Coughing the grave dirt out of his throat, he sings a song not written yet but free, with lyrics pulled from the hands of hoods and lynch mobs. He sings, I'm running for president, I'm running past courthouses, I'll make it just in time for dinner, but my diet is now different. I no longer consume Black suffering, intolerant to sirens, gun smoke, and cemeteries. The meat the media made me and my mama eat was moldy, molding me and all your other sons to set in sickness. See, the things that the TV taught us was that money, drugs, and full-figured women were the keys to Black man's heaven, that our arms were brushes made to paint pictures of pain for whoever, and that our frames were built to deep-sea dive out of our mother's tears and into pools of bloods or crips, that prisons have appetites for us in their bellies, and that the only way we'd see paradise is if our ghetto sidewalks had streets of gold underneath, that God only had R.I.P. t-shirts for us in our futures. That's what I mean by our sons setting in sickness, set in our ways, set in trauma. But I'll tell you, the last happy Black man resets, finds history and rewrites it, time travels to the ocean in a helicopter and sniper shoots slave catchers off the boats they used to snatch them. The Mayflower is a shipwreck, and the last happy Black man is outraged, yet unbothered, angered, yet healed, bending stereotypes to find the beauty in his body, knowing that if his happiness lasts, then he won't be the last Black man to ever be happy. Oh. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out which pieces are going to are going to round this out, send us home. I'm going to do that.
No, that's right.
Yeah, let me do that. No.
Sorry. Oh.
Of course y'all gonna say yeah, go ahead. Well, actually, that's a good sign, because if y'all was like, no, wrap it up, that means that y'all not having fun. Praise the Lord. Okay. So, keep going. On the topic of praising the Lord, one thing that's very, very, I forgot I had these on. One thing that's very necessary is just keeping your faith, man. Like, so much will come and try to shake us, tear us apart, and just make us believe that God not there, And like in the height of like my depression and my craziness, I struggled with that so much, shattered my foundations and made me really question everything that was going on. And it's a journey. Like all of our journeys is different, and we're all just trying to navigate through and find which way is up. And I'm still on it, man. I'm still trying to figure out what's good. But like, this next piece is a piece that like I feel always encouraged me in the gospel choir, man. Give it up for the choirs and just like their selections that they did. So encouraging, man. I don't know if I got voice for this, but I already queued it up, so here we go. This second to last piece is a piece that just has encouraged me throughout the years, and it is called "It Is Well With My Soul."
Right now, sure.
Although my job just laid me off, and my girlfriend just let me go. Although my car ran out of gas and my tank did not let me know. Though I got water in my phone and I left my keys far from home, man, I'm not tripping because I know that it is well with my soul. Although I've held on to what's left me and I've wasted so much time. Although my rent's due and my checks bounce and my pay's nowhere in sight. Although my fam argues and it seems one of them might lose control. I'll just hold on another day and say it is well with my soul. Although I'm tempted because she's pretty and I've made the same mistake. Although I don't like where my life's at, and although I need a break, although it feels like I'ma give up really soon and I'll explode, that fire's not too much for me to take, y'all. It's well with my soul. Although I'm in this grocery store and I could only afford bread, although I just looked up and realized it seems that my dreams are dead, although my past stays in my head and I don't got nowhere to go and it feels like nobody wants me. Hey, it is well with my soul. God wants me. God loves me and told me that it's gonna be all right. Although my car is now my house, he told me to keep up the fight. Although I just fell once again, he told me to abide in him. Although hell just broke loose in Cleveland, he told me I'm gonna win. Although I'm hurt, he is a healer. Though I'm broke, he's a provider. When I'm sad, he's joy. I'm stressed, he's peace. I'm freezing, he's a fire. I'm hateful, he's love. I'm dirty, he's pure. I'm empty, he's whole. No matter what comes, long as I got Christ, it is well with my soul. I'm hungry, he's bread, he's life. When I'm dead, he is cure. I am cancer, I'm aching, he's rest, I'm worst, he's best, I'm questioned, he is answer. He's king, savior, help, hope, breath, soul, life, God, peace, love, joy, and purpose. And no matter what trials come through them, if I see him, it's worth it. He can help me get back up. My pain is only for a moment. I want to let go and break down, but it'll help me keep my focus. I'll tell my heart yes when everything around me screaming no. And through this turmoil, I'll claim that it is all well with my soul. Though I've been hurt, he is my worst. He wants me when nobody wants me. He can heal my broken heart and set me free because he loves me. It is well. I'm homeless. It is well. I'm hungry. It is well. I'm brokenhearted, weary, wounded, battered, scorned, and in a cell. And I need him. Oh God, I need you every hour of every day. Revive me again with your glory. Humbly on my knees I pray. I know that you can make a way. No matter what life throws and hurls, I'll just take comfort in the fact nothing outreigns you in this world. So trials come, and if folks ask me, will I make it? I don't know. But my God's plan is perfect through it. So it is well with my soul. Man. So I just want to leave y'all with this final piece. Man, like, we want to continue the legacy, right?
Yeah.
And like, in continuing the legacy, like, so many of us don't really have like a proper blueprint, a roadmap, you know? It's hard to kind of see the path because it hasn't been shaped. And like, I just think so many times I'm like, man, if I could go back in time and like give a younger me the game, just be like, yo, come here, 14-year-old Chris, let me give you the playbook to like live. Like, what would I say to little bro, you know? First, I would tell them, like, sagging is not going to be as cool as you thought it was back then. But this last piece actually is a list of all of the things that I wish I would have told my younger self. Of course, it's not complete because it's constantly evolving. You could turn it up just a little bit. But yeah, things I wish I would have known. And I'm gonna leave y'all off with this. So it's been amazing chilling with y'all. Here we go. Young black boy with a mission. No, not everybody got a mission. Know that that's okay. Know you on this road too. Don't you get impatient. Don't be quick to give up if it don't go your way. Know that God has called you. Know your family loves you. Even if they didn't, that'll be okay. Don't be scared of progress. Don't think you ain't got none. Even if it moves slow, know you on your way. Don't be so afraid. Don't get in those meetings with them rich people and feel like you don't got nothing to say. You not out of place. They need your perspective and your upbringing is beautiful. Don't ever feel ashamed. Don't think that you ugly, even if they said it. This ain't junior high. Don't let the words remain. No, it's not about you. Success ain't about the money. Success is about staying alive and thriving through the pain. You gotta know that it's predatory loans out here. Girls who want your number and they cracked our phones out here. Boys with hollow eyes and empty souls out here. Pretty girls who come from broken homes out here. I know you feel like you stood out your whole life out here. Like something about who you were just wasn't right out here. And you had did some stupid stuff just to be liked out here. But I want you to know that it's a greater fight out here. You don't have to go after every girl. Change up your walk and your voice to fit in the ghetto more. Be everything a hood dude was taught to be in the world. Cause most of that is just stereotype you can ignore. I know that your confidence was shot at an early age. I know that people feel you dope, but you don't feel the same. I know deep down you care about some things they think and say. But that's the poison in your stomach keeping you a slave. Things I wish I would've known. Man, it's so many different things. Oh, thank you so much. This is the halfway point, by the way. There's so many different things that I wish I could like tell myself, but you know, the time is not a mixed thing, it's constantly going. So I go into schools and I tell this to the younger brothers. It's a beautiful thing. Know that jealousy throws you off balance. You don't have to compete if other people have talents. Don't be mad at the noise they making if you got silence. Because they lane is not your lane, so still extend kindness. Know that you ain't being set up to go out there and fail. Know that your mind is a place of peace in the biggest jail. Know that your voice is important and you should show and tell. But not important is God scooping your soul from hell. Know you a light and your city's dark and it's black too. Know it's a young version of you that's looking at you. Know that they judge the east side and talk like we had booze. Don't let it stick to your skin, they words ain't no tattoo. Don't fall into the pitfalls of a black man. Blowing money in the club and throwing a rack in. DMing girls whose income is off of a mad dance. They lie to got us thinking that success is that, man. Know that your people starving. Know that your hood is heartless. And don't get so discouraged. The work is only started. Know that you got a purpose. Stop feeling like you're worthless. And you can make a change. I know your heart is nervous. Know that mistakes is what a human does to learn a lesson. Know that the lessons from mistakes come with a hidden blessing. Know you will be a better man if you quit second guessing. Know it's two options. Keep going and just keep stressing. Things I wish I would've known. Thank you so much, City of Cleveland. It's been amazing. Wow. Thank you.
All right. Can we give that brother Chris another round of applause? Come on, we got to give him another round of applause. Where is he at? Come on back out here for another round of applause. We gotta send him off right. Come on back out here. That's a brother from Glenville, City of Cleveland, making things happen. Thank you. Those were powerful words.
Right.
He talked about he is a healer, he is a provider, he is fire. Did y'all catch that line? Amen. Not just spoken words, but powerful words from God. I am Tyson Mitchell, and happy Black History Month. From the Joe Clark Gospel Choir to the CMHA Voices, I am grateful. To the community panel with Mordecai, Brother Mordecai there, hosting, making things great. Brother Dick Perry, the legend and griot of the City of Cleveland, providing us with knowledge as a griot should. Can we give him a round of applause? Yeah. Last but not least, Black Lives Matter founder, LaTanya Goldsby. Can we give her another round of applause? I am grateful. We are Black History 100. Once again, continue this legacy. You had Brother Chris giving great information, giving great speeches, getting great words of wisdom. So I wanted to thank him once again. I want to give you all traveling mercies as we go home, but always remember that Black history is love and love is Black history. Good night, and thank you all for coming. Thank you. See you next year. We're going to do this thing next year again. Thank you.